The whole idea of what we're doing is to produce a whisky that is truly South Australian and more particularly truly Mclaren Vale region.
A musket barrel, fabulous, fabulous whisky.
While the Scots blow their own bagpipes and reckon they make the world's finest whisky, South Australia is catching up, laddie.
Obviously for years Scotland has been the king of the castle.
But no, thanks to a boutique distillery down south, nestled among the vineyards, we're beating the Scots at their own game.
Exciting and humbling.
The Mclaren Vale Distillery is the talk and envy of distillers worldwide. And the secret is in the barrel.
Without the South Australian winemakers and the great wines that they make, we wouldn't have a flavour profile to our whisky.
Like these 120-year-old full-flavoured Hardy's casks that Jeff Hardy handed to the whisky makers.
They had fortified Sauvignon Blanc and muscat in them at that time, and we've put muscat in those barrels for the last 30 odd years, and they've finally found another home.
And the old mead barrels from Maxwell Wines have infused the whisky with flavours of spice and honey, says Mark Maxwell.
Oh, it's delicious. It's really works. It's quite unique. It's got flavours that the other ones don't have, so we're really excited.
Some of the men behind Mclaren Distillery are John, Christopher and Lachlan Rochefort, who have those two whiskies in their series so far. But there's more to come.
We then step into Yangara, Shottlesbrook, Cora, Rosemount. There's up to 20 different vineyards in the series. On the palate, that spice is really showcased, the nutmegs and the cinnamons, absolutely luscious.
Smooth.
Yeah.
And while Scotland's very cold climate forces them to mature whiskies for decades, our summer sun and cool sea breezes accelerates the process.
It's that variance in temperature that allows the oak to breathe and the barrels to breathe and the spirit to move in and out of the wood, and as a result pick up the wonderful flavours of the wines that were previously in that wood, quite apart from the oak itself.
So impressed are the planet's best whisky makers, the World Whisky and Spirit Conference will be held in Adelaide early August for the very first time.
It's the first time in the world it's ever been held in the Southern Hemisphere, which is a huge opportunity for South Australia as a whole to showcase what we can offer to the world.
In the world of whisky, they are toasting the spirit of South Australia.
We have world-class barley, we have the fortified industry at our doorstep and pristine water from the Mount Lofty ranges. There's no one in the world that can really compete with what we have here.